from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football is strong.
Good morning and welcome back to the GDFL Netball Show. Joining us again on the show, third time this year, we have Jason Woolley from Winchelsea. Welcome, Jace.
Thanks for having me on board. Good to be here again.
Yeah, not a problem at all. Guess we're going to have a chat. We're leading up to finals now. You guys are undefeated to date, anyway. Yep. I'm not sure who have you got today.
North and Werribee last two.
Yep. So two more games. I guess hoping to get through the season undefeated.
Although I'll tell you what, that Werribee one's going to be a cracker.
Yeah, look, they're flying at the moment.
Absolutely.
I would actually regard them as probably the team to beat for the year. So,
Yep. And your thoughts leading into the finals? How are you going to go?
Oh, look, it's always tough to know how you're going to go in advance, but there's some really good teams out there. The Werribee team that you just mentioned, they're as I said, they're the team to beat. I think they're flying. Bellpost, great opposition, and I think in recent weeks we've played Bannockburn, and I was really impressed with them on the weekend.
We did just have a chat about them.
And even East Geelong as well. We found them to be a really tough game. So I think the competition's going really well at the moment. It's flying.
It definitely is shortening. We have said that over the last few weeks, and I know that fourth and fifth position is going to be up for grabs to any one of those teams.
Well, fourth, fifth and sixth, actually, they're all in the same points. It's going to boil down to percentage. So
that's the way you want to finish the season.
Absolutely.
Yep. Now, having a look at your squad from A grade this year, I've got a list. 27 people have played.
27.
Throughout.
You only need 7 on a court.
I thought I was footy coach.
27 have played.
25 on their list too.
Played throughout the year, and that includes a few of your under 17s, a few of your B graders, and whatever.
Yeah, I think we spoke about that last time. It was a fair list. Like pretty much everyone from our B grade squad has had a run through A grade at some point.
Yep, and Kath Knott, obviously, I think it was the week after we had you on last time.
Did we jinx her?
I think you definitely jinxed her.
We didn't mean to, Kath. We honestly didn't.
How's she going?
Yeah, look, she's really well. Pretty much, as we said, the week after I was on, she had a minor tweak or tear of her hamstring.
Yep.
So we were approaching V&L finals at that point. So pretty much she went under cotton wool. Obviously, it didn't make sense for her to.
It's funny though. You say a little tweak, and when I heard it was ripped off the bone.
No, well, I mean, look, here we are. What do you reckon that was? Maybe 6 weeks ago. She played our V&L first semi-final and played in the grand final last Saturday. So there was a bit of a gap there that gave her 2 weeks between each of those to get it right.
So she'll be definitely playing. She'll be definitely play for finals with you guys.
No, she won't make the A&L qualification. Now,
that's right. She had to qualify.
Yes.
A couple of games when we spoke to you last.
So she was on track for that. But an injury like that, you miss 6 weeks. It's too much.
So it wasn't worth bringing her back on.
No, and like we've brought in Jess Thompson, who was with us originally, couldn't because she's from New South Wales and she'd had some hiccups with the move and work and things like that.
She can't travel from New South Wales every week? What the hell?
I don't know.
What's the problem?
It's only an 11-hour drive. I don't know what the problem is. But look, it probably worked out pretty well. We didn't expect to have Kath. It looked like we were going to have Kath, and then obviously she got injured and Jess freed her time up again. So so far so good, I guess, in that regard.
I guess you played West a few weeks ago, and us down at our Red West courts, you played a couple of Red West players against us. So we had Rachel Leader and Carly Post. Rachel Leader has actually qualified for finals. Carly's 1 game out. Is she going to qualify?
At the moment, I wouldn't think so. I think their season clashes, so there's been no attempt to, or anything like that, to bring someone across who's got a game. They've only ever played for us when they weren't playing in their other teams. That's their thing.
They've either played a Thursday night, a Sunday game.
Yeah, they seem to have a lot. Like, I know we don't have much changes in our fixture. It's Saturday and maybe the Geelong West Friday night game, where they seem to move their games around a little bit, which does open up.
So under no circumstances you think you will play them in the finals, or you play Rachel in the finals?
I wouldn't think so. Again, unless someone tears their hamstring off the bone or something like that happens.
You've still got another 26 players there to choose from.
They're not all qualified though.
That's
so
right.
We'll stick to the ones that are qualified.
We've only got the 12 qualified at the moment. You've still got 2 games, and there's one.
Because in actual fact, the 2 West players, the Blue West players, we did have confirmation that the only reason that they're playing with you was because they either didn't play during the week, and they were using it as a training, as a step forward for them to improve their game skill. But then it was sort of said also that by no means were they intending to play finals anyway with you.
Oh, absolutely. And look, their own team is their priority.
Priority.
I think they're sitting on equal points or maybe a couple of games behind fifth or whatever
I don't
makes
think
the
they
jump
could get
on.
in, could they, Fee?
We were looking at that the other week. I think they were sitting on 6 a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago, but as to whether, who knows what's going to happen in the end of the season like ours.
But yeah, our intention is not for them to play. I mean, we've got plenty of regular players that are ahead of them in
Yep.
that aspect, so that's fine.
So coming up to finals, like, are you going to have a squad of so many to work with? Like will you take in 10 or 11 or something as permanent for your finals campaign?
We'll probably go with our regular, what I would call a regular 8. So people like Amy and Tomo will be back in that squad on a permanent basis.
Yep.
I'm not a coach that traditionally likes to have a big squad.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds a bit silly with numbers like that, but traditionally on a game day, I mean, even last year, I probably learnt a little bit from last year. We got to finals, and in last game against East, we had a player break a wrist, so he was a regular, and things like that. So we were down to bare bones, so to speak, heading into the finals. And I thought this year there was a couple of opportunities. I mean, things have probably not panned out that well with the girls having work, and I mean, we've gone through a lot of that stuff before. So it's opened up a bit of depth, but we won't get, you know, if there's 12 players qualified, you won't have 12 there on a game day.
Yeah,
No.
at the moment, as I said, there's 12 there qualified. There's 15 that could qualify in enough time. But including in those 12, you've got Rada Hunia and Eliza Matheson, who are both B-grade players, and Meg Royal, who's an under-17, so she'll be able to still play the senior game with you. And I'm not sure if that's your plan, to have her...
Yeah, look, they'll be qualified across both.
Yep.
So
Because we don't want to get your plan out of you, Jason.
Yeah, no, not at
If you're willing, like, we'll listen.
I'll send you a copy of the game plan and stuff like that.
I'll put them on the internet.
No, absolutely. And it is important to have enough people to be sitting on the bench that if something does happen during the year, absolutely.
Yeah.
But, you know...
I don't think you've got any troubles with that, just quietly.
Yeah.
There'll be enough players
As I said, we learned from last year, so hopefully we have a couple extra up our sleeve.
And I know that Amy and Natalie Tomasini, they've been sort of unavailable for certain games. How are they looking coming to finals?
Yeah, they're looking really well. Amy in particular, her work commitments have freed up a fair bit. I think Toma, of the last 2 games, she may miss one. But we're still to work that out at the moment. But look, they're looking to be regular players once again, so those work commitments are coming to an end, I think, as the winter finishes.
And no other injuries or anything looming in between anybody else?
Oh, hope not.
Crossed?
Just as good as
No.
mine,
Touch wood.
Terrible.
Touch wood, I take
Get
it.
through
Drop
those
of a
weeks.
hat, bang, something can happen.
And that's what happens. I mean, look, as I said, that happened to us last year, and we were lucky to have enough.
And your hardest game going into the finals?
Oh,
Werribee Central.
Werribee, as I said, look, no use harping on that, but they're great. They seem to be adding to their list. They're getting stronger. They're playing frequently together. They're looking good.
Going into that last game, Jason, would you be playing your strongest team up against Werribee, knowing you got finals?
Yeah, I mean, you're always looking for a good hit out. So, you know, we treat every game trying to win every game, pretty much. So, we'll go, you know, be no half-baked effort there.
Good.
Well, good luck with the remaining 2 games of the season, Jason.
Thank you
Thank
very
you
much.
for joining us again. I'm
It's a
sure
pleasure.
that we will be talking to you courtside at some stage during the final series.
for sure.
You'll be
Always
there.
look to that opportunity, that's for sure.
Can't wait.
And good luck today, anyway.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem. We'll see you after the break.
We are the Raiders from all around Geelong. I'm here to tell you how football